So, day 3. We're on a roll. So, today was a little bit of a interesting day as far as the work ethic goes. There was a little bit of an issue that was had to be taken care of, and with the 700 employees, the only one available is me, because I have a feeling we don't have 700 employees. But nonetheless, yours truly took care of the problem in a terrible way, because what happened was we had a contamination breach or something about contamination. I couldn't even understand because the overhead speaker was so loud and blaring that I just said, all right, whatever, whatever, I'll go there and deal with it as it comes, and have people explain it to me rather, and deal with the situation. Well, I went through a good amount of security before I could even start dealing with the problem or have it explained to me. And the first thing that happens is I get contaminated. Apparently, I get contaminated. Now, I don't think it was an issue. I mean, I'm not, I don't have like two hands on one arm or something, something like that. I'm not psycho in my head right now, but it is a little bit off-putting, I suppose, when you have the top scientists of an entire corporation tell you how you have, 27 days? 28 days to live or stay sane, I guess. Not exactly a something to look forward to, but it's, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's just like the flu. They're just trying to scare me into submission, just like how Lider tried yesterday. Still haven't seen him around. Oh, and almost forgot, I did see Leaf Day. Leaf Day was one of the people who was supposedly contaminated, and I had to help her, which was a little awkward because she was on a surgery table essentially, and I'm not a surgeon, let alone a chemist. Well, I'm not a chemist, let alone a surgeon. And when she was on the table, I said I can't do this. I had to pull in some guy, Josh, finally an American name, Josh. Thank you, Josh. I had to pull Josh in, who was an actual surgeon, have him work on Leaf Day while I went back and basically hid in this beautiful room. Beautiful, freezing room. But yeah, so she was a little worried, You know how people can get when they are told that they might have a disease that might kill them in X amount of days. They get a little scared. So I had to calm her down, and I gave her. Somebody told me my first day that there was this pill bottle, and it was for anxiety, so I ended up giving her a couple pills. I had a couple myself. You didn't get high or anything. Don't do drugs. Whoever's ever watching this, mother, don't do drugs. Not that you need to be told that anyway. But these weren't drugs. Technically they were drugs. They weren't, drugs. They were more like, I need to calm down and not have any sort of seizure or anything. Drugs. Those kinds of drugs. So I had to help her, and she was calmed down. Then she eventually started going to sleep because of the pills. I forced myself to stay awake, and then she went to the surgery table, and it all started to roll from there. So, how did I deal with the issue? I closed the door. The door to some facility that was working on experimental gas for a cure was busted open from who knows who, and I was the only one available, so I had to go in and shut the door without a suit, because apparently they were all gone from the 700 employees I haven't seen. If we don't have 700 employees, I don't even think we have any of those chemical suits. What? So I'm infected with whatever it was. I doubt it's something, but it's something to keep an eye on, I guess. Just gotta have in the back of your mind. Other than that, haven't seen lighter. Haven't seen Leaf Day since surgery. I'm sure it went fine though. Sure it went fine. Yeah, guess that's all. All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I'm not cancerous. Wow, this video is probably cancerous. Sorry, Mom. All right, that's it for me. Have a good one.